Hey, Soul Fam! Psychic Gaming here. It's Wednesday, or so my calendar says, and it is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, also, so my calendar or clock says. And I am here with you to do some free psychic readings. Facebook changed it around again. I'm not mad at it though. I've got a couple of things to check out because Facebook has changed these settings again. And I am just going to try to wing it like I normally do. So, let's see. We do have a topic of the day. And the spiritual, let's see if I got it right. Spiritual journey. That's the question of the day. What do you think about celibacy and the spiritual journey? We're going to talk about it. It's kind of a taboo topic. It's not something I've talked about. I try to stay very far away from I try to stay very far away from topics that Facebook would not appreciate me sharing, but I'm getting a little bit bolder as we go, and so tonight I wanted to talk um, about celibacy for sure. Okay, so say hi. Let me know that you can hear and see me okay. I'm also streaming this into the High Vibe Sister Tribe. Let me know if you are watching from the tribe tonight. Hey Michelle, I'm so glad that you were here. Oh, good. I'm glad that you caught me. Very good. Thank you. So tonight we're talking about celibacy, but before we get started with that, I've got several things to click and do and set up. Facebook, as usual, has changed around my formatting. I have no idea why or what's happening, but it's going to take me just a second to kind of recalculate myself and get my bearings here with this new Facebook dashboard. Hey Melinda, oh thank you. You know what, Melinda? I was like, I'm gonna make a little extra effort today, and so I thought, oh, I'll put on like a little bit of makeup. You guys know I wear like the minimalist. I should have done a little bit more, but we're okay. Thank you so very much for the lovely compliment. I appreciate that. Um, Melinda says, only share your body with someone who doesn't destroy your heart and who has good energy to you. So, are you in support of celibacy? And how do you think that that links to spirituality and the spiritual journey? That's what I want to know tonight. Um, you don't need it. Well, thank you. I thought you were talking about celibacy. Thank you. I seldom wear makeup. It's just the way that it is. I never was taught how to apply it, and so I don't. Hey Ainsley, how are you? Talking tonight about celibacy and the spiritual journey. So something that we've never talked about before. Again, I'm streaming here onto my Facebook page, Psychic Kimi, as well as into the High Vibe Sister Tribe. So if you are watching from the tribe, let me know. Say hi. All right. What do you need to know about me? I'm assuming that you guys can hear and see me okay since Melinda made a comment. But my name is Kami Carranza, and I am a professional channel psychic and medium, and you have found me here at my Facebook page, where every Wednesday at 5 p.m. We have a conscious expanding conversation as well as some free psychic readings. And tonight is going to be no different. A couple of things you need to know about me first. Number one is if you vibe with me, I've got an excellent group. I just spent the last 3 days removing 6,000 people from my group. I did. Because I only want these close connections. I don't want anything else. It's not good enough any longer. And so if you are vibing with me, go over and join my group. I do offer special readings in my group that are quite affordable. Right now I have a Halloween special since the veil is thinner and thinner. It's $35 for a 15-minute medium reading. It'll help you to connect with your loved ones. It's only in the group. So make sure that you are in that group. I do offer private readings. They start at $15. If you feel like you want to connect with me or go a little bit further today, here is the link to my scheduling page. And yes, Melinda, just give us a little bit. We'd love to have a conscious expanding conversation first, and then I like when I fix my camera too. No. I don't like that either. It's so hard being Leo-ish. Okay, fine. We're just gonna go with this. All right. Again, I'm Kami. You're here tonight for a conscious expanding conversation. I do offer private readings. They start at $15. Make sure that you have joined my Soul Fam group. It is where we are doing some work. Again, I removed 6,000 people because I only want those who really vibe with me and want to work with me. So, yeah, I'm giving up on my camera right now. I can't handle it. All right. So tonight's question is, what do you think about celibacy? Hi, Krista. And how do you feel like it aligns or fits with spirituality? So welcome everybody. Hi, Kristen. Nice to have you. Melinda is saying, I think sex is great with a safe person who will treat you right. Yes, definitely emphasis on safe. This is a big subject. It's a really big subject, and I don't think that we've talked about it. I know I've not ever talked about it. Okay, now I'm gonna mess with my camera. What the heck? Aha! I like this. I don't know that I've ever talked. I know that I've never talked about it. I know that I've never talked about this, but it is actually something that I practice myself, and so we'll get into it. Tiffany says, "Careful with intense energy, right? It's really different, right?" Thank you. Yeah, only the ones that vibe with me. Period. Hi, Krista. Tiffany says diseases are also a serious thing. Yeah, no kidding. As you guys know, I went through a medical scare this year, and it was a lot. And that's not something that I'm ready to talk about yet, but sooner or later, I'll talk about it. I'm definitely deep in processing mode with that still. So, all right. So what is celibacy? All together. I will tell you that I've been on a celibacy journey twice in my lifetime. The longest that I was intentionally celibate for my spiritual journey, by the way, was 4.5 years. And I am currently on a celibacy journey and have been, for a minute now. Hi, Harley, just hang out, we're talking for a minute now. And this is something that I wanted to talk about because as I've gone longer and deeper into the celibacy journey, I'm noticing different things that are occurring with me. The first time that I chose celibacy, which was back in the teens, like 2016, right after my sister died, I think, and I got sort of plunged into this world. But the first time I chose celibacy, I wasn't as calibrated, spiritually as I am now, and so I didn't notice the subtle things that happen when you choose celibacy, particularly as a conscious choice and part of your spiritual journey. So what is celibacy, y'all? What is it? It is choosing to abstain from the boom boom room activity. I don't want to say it too much on here because Facebook will flag me. The boom boom room activity for a period of time or indefinitely. For personal, spiritual reasons, emotional reasons, energetic reasons, all of the reasons that we as spiritual family should and could choose celibacy. What celibacy isn't, though, even though it's that choice, celibacy isn't a repression. We should know that. It's not about repressing your wants. It's about choosing a different want over that want. It's not about shame. It's not about avoidance either. It's about redirecting your energy to yourself. It's really important that we have that groundwork for what is celibacy. Celibacy is also different from abstinence. Celibacy is conscious. It is an intentional choice that we are making, whereas abstinence is often circumstantial, like we can't get any. So it's a conscious decision to be celibate. It is a sacred, in my opinion, sacred decision to be celibate. Let's see. So choosing celibacy, this is an interesting thing. I have been choosing celibacy since June, and again, like I said, I had a 4.5 year choice commitment to celibacy back around 2016 or so, and for me, I chose it because I was in such like I think it started out like as a trauma response to my sister dying and just not being able to give like that. But as time went on, it became more of a choice, a lifestyle choice for me because of energy. As I began to grow in myself spiritually, I also began to understand the sacredness that sex is and the sacredness that I am. And so, again, lots of reasons that people could choose celibacy. I'm very interested if you've ever chosen celibacy. What was your reason for doing so? I'm going to go through the comments and see what we've got here, and then we'll carry onward with why you might choose celibacy for yourself. Melinda says, I think it depends on your You all right? You want to get tucked in? What's the matter? Excuse us. Come on. You get tucked in? You're all right. There we go. There we go. What a good girl you are. That little thing is like my best friend. So Melinda is saying, I think it depends on your sexual history. If you're spiritual, hopefully you will connect with someone on multiple levels. I mean, so that's a whole different conversation too, is about sacred sexuality and connection and tantra and things like that, which is something that is not for Facebook. Maybe for YouTube. Maybe we'll have a conversation someday about it. I guess it'll hardly hang out. We're not ready yet. Ainsley says, I think celibacy can lead to a greater understanding of self. It has for me. It can lead to stronger connection with your higher power. Yes. So Ainsley, tell us why you think that. This is a good, important part of the conversation tonight. Yes, you do what's right for you. I've been part of some communities that merged boom boom time and spirituality, and I got really harmed and traumatized. Yes, I've read about those communities that intermingle those kinds of energies on purpose. They profited off of people who were vulnerable in this way. Absolutely, they do. It's a very vulnerable kind of thing altogether, and when you add that with spirituality and growth and energy and things like that, it becomes an extremely vulnerable thing. Interesting subject. Thank you. Timmy says that must be what I'm doing. Are you? Are you choosing celibacy or are you circumstantially abstinent? Hey, Jackie Renee, it's a great conversation. I hope that you guys join. Michelle says, I never looked at it like that being a conscious decision. It is a conscious decision. Celibacy is a conscious decision, you guys. Melinda says, things like that can get confusing if you're merging with energy with others. Absolutely it does, yes. More protective of your body. Good, as you should be. Again, I have, some experiences to share with you, but I'm just kind of waiting until I feel like I can be, but have definitely prompted me to be protective with my body and to make the choice of celibacy. Yeah, I know, my sweet little dog. Thanks, Tiffany. Hey, Shannon, I was just thinking about you. Oh, goody. Yes, Manny says, Tell us why. Manny says, I think my higher self wants to communicate. I have been waking at 4 a.m. every day for a week now. What's it saying, Mandy? Get up, get out of bed, go sit outside, ask what it's saying. Hi, Natalie. Joan says, giving and not allowing. No, not at all. Natalie is celebrating celibacy over here. Melinda says we live in a rape culture and it's dangerous for women. Yes, and that is a YouTube conversation, not one that Facebook will allow me to have, but a conversation that I've actually been having with girlfriends for a couple of days now, maybe longer. Now this is the best thing I've ever done, doing the work inside for me. Yes, that 4.5 years that I took in conscious celibacy was huge for me. It got me here. And it made me very energy sensitive and very energy aware. And now that I'm choosing conscious celibacy again and have for a while now, holy cow, the amount of inner standing that I have come to and how calibrated I am to others now, it's wild. So for me, at this point in time, my choice for conscious celibacy, you do feel a bit of rejection. Why, Tiffany? It has to be real. I can't get him off of me with a stick. Honest to God. Shannon says 4 years in January and basically a nun number 0. Y'all, by the way, I have decided finally what I'm going to call our retreat center because I'm still on that kick. I'm gonna call it the Oracle's Well. Thank you, Melinda. So why would somebody choose celibacy? If you are celibate, I want to know why you're choosing it. Again, I'm choosing it right now because I feel like I want to protect myself. I want to honor myself. I had a very bad experience this year. And I want to choose different going forward. And so here we are. Ainsley says, to answer your question, your focus is no longer on the worldly static in relationships. 100%. Your focus is inward, the inner standings with celibacy. Hey, Megan. So people can choose celibacy. Again, remembering celibacy is a conscious choice. Abstinence is a circumstantial, forced kind of thing. Megan says, I have better things to do than focus on another relationship. But we're talking about celibacy, though, girl. So sometimes folks can choose celibacy to reclaim their personal power. That's part of what I'm doing right now. Thank you, Shannon. That's part of what I'm doing right now is reclaiming my power. I don't want others in my energy like that, especially as a woman. I don't think there's any men here. Yes, the Oracle's Well. Amen. It's fabulous, huh? That's what we're going to call it. And so for me, conscious celibacy is a choice to bring my personal power back. It's a protective measure for me too after what happened. And it gives me sovereignty over my body. I feel like women in particular, we are receptacles. We're receptacles. And I just want you to think about what you could be receiving if your male partner, I guess if your female partner too, right? But especially if your male partner is a much lower vibrational person, does drugs, drinks, you are, as a woman, as that receptacle on the receiving end of all of that, and that energy stays with women for, I think I read, I don't want to exaggerate this, so please don't quote me on it, but 17 days, if that's how long a man's energy can stay with a woman. And if you're not careful with who you're receiving, that's your energy now. That's your DNA now for 17 days. Weird, huh? So after trauma and heartbreak, oftentimes people choose celibacy, and that's kind of what kicked it off for me. Was thank you, Melinda. It was a really traumatic experience this June, and I just kind of shut myself in, and I'm not mad at that decision at all. It is helping me to, as I've said, have an inner standing with myself. It's helping me to sort of reestablish boundaries. You guys have heard me talk about it in the last couple of days, last couple of weeks. My boundaries Um, so yeah, Melinda, that's what happened. I don't want to talk about it. I've had like 2 days worth of crying over it. But when I'm ready to talk about it, I will. But Melinda, you've nailed it. So for me, I'm establishing boundaries, and this is part of why I've removed so many people from my Facebook group. This is why I've removed people from my personal group or personal page. This is why I've just removed people. I went through my phone. Fuck it. I'm establishing boundaries that are really tight and they really honor me because boundaries are an act of self love. People can choose celibacy during a spiritual awakening, and that's what we're talking about tonight: is celibacy in connection with spirituality. When we are not intermingling our energies with others, it allows us to have a level of clarification. It's always too high. There we go. A level of clarification, and I can't tell you like the amount of, thank you, Melinda. The amount of clarity that I have had over the last 4 months has been astounding to me. Um, Astounding. Celibacy might also be a choice to connect further with the divine. Of course, the divine within us without interruption for others. It's also a choice in the case of nuns, Shannon, and other people, and I've talked to you guys before. I've got a fascination with being a nun, but it's also an act of devotion to yourself. So, how does celibacy support spiritual growth? What is it doing for us? It does a lot. When we are engaging in sex, it's a sacred energy exchange, and that's something that I've learned through, my process here over the last 4 months or so. I mean, I've learned it, but I've really, really lived it the last 4 months. And celibacy can help clear out, particularly for women, any energetic residue and cords that you may have with someone from the past. We all talk about womb healing and cutting cords and clearing energy. Celibacy is a real good way to do that, ladies and gentlemen. It heightens your intuition. I can't go in public any longer. I go in public and I'm like, bam, bam, bam. And I'm talking to people and I'm reading people in public, which is not something that I do because I don't think it's very nice to read a stranger in public. I think it takes people by surprise. But it heightens your intuition. Like, holy cow. I went out to dinner the other night with my friend Sarah, and before she got there was like not the server, but the drinks, chips kind of gal. And I mean, Spirit was just like, you've got to say this stuff to her, and I did. I mean, it heightens your intuition like nobody's business because there is nobody in your business. Without other people's emotions projecting into your energy field, your voice becomes the loudest and clearest thing in the room, as it always should be. Uh, this is a big one too. Creatively, it definitely reconnects and refocuses your energy to you and creativity. And several of you have sent me messages in the last couple of weeks just saying, hey, I've noticed things are changing on your Facebook page and I really love it. And I'm like, I love it too. It's so much quieter in here that I have time and space and energy to have so many more downloads and to really, really change the way that I'm showing up, which is in sheer authenticity, period. That's how it started, and that's how we're going to be. So it helps with creativity. Oh my gosh, it helps with creativity. The amount of ideas that I get during my day. I have not told y'all this, but I wrote a book. I wrote a book. It's for sale right now. Don't go. I haven't launched it yet. I wrote a whole fucking book during my celibacy. And it's great. It is probably the best piece of work that I've ever produced in my life. And I'm very proud of it. So celibacy can help you. Again, celibacy being a choice, abstinence not being it circumstantial. Celibacy can help redirect creative energy and really let it blossom. And that's what it's done for me. It also brings up shadow integration, and that's really, really a big thing for me too. Hence my puffiness. I've been crying for a couple of days, but it's all just shadows coming back. And because I don't have a man, in my energy field whatsoever, because I don't have that, it has really allowed me to go inward to me. The connection isn't outward anymore. The connection is in here. And lastly, inner union. Inner union is a huge reason to choose conscious celibacy. It invites the sacred marriage within. Talk about the nun and the vow. And I've talked to you guys about this before. Again, I've got such a calling. I'm probably going to turn into one. But the nun and the vow, and it helps us to balance our energy. And so it is an inner union, a conscious choice of celibacy. Thank you, Tiffany. So, again, I've chosen celibacy a couple of times in my life, and I have chosen it now. Again, the longest period was 4.5 years, and that brought a lot of clarity and freedom to me. My intuition amplified, my energy felt cleaner. I can tell you, out in the world, I was just a different person. Conscious celibacy really gave me an opportunity to rebuild, and is giving me an opportunity to rebuild my relationship with myself, my body, my mind, and my soul. And you guys have seen it. Thank you, John, so much. I am consciously choosing some different things at this time. It is evident in my work. And this is what celibacy is doing for me. It is allowing me to rebuild my relationship with me. So, very curious to know what you think about that. Again, it's not about denying. It's not about denying. It is a conscious choice. It's about transmuting this energy back into yourself, back into your own spiritual power. Celibacy is a sacred reset that brings you closer to you. I'm going to cruise the comments, but I have some questions. Again, have you ever chosen celibacy intentionally? I want to know if I'm the only nut here on the farm, or if there's other people out there in the world that are choosing it too. I also want to understand what you guys think about how we can release some of the stigma that comes with someone who is choosing celibacy. I don't think the world understands this. I think the world is in this overly sexualized space. I mean, my God, you can't watch TV for a couple of minutes without seeing something that's sexualized. And so to make a conscious choice to remove that, I want to know what you guys think about that. I want to know what you guys think about the shame that comes along it, the guilt. Thank you so much for the stars. If you've enjoyed this, in the comment section, you'll find stars. It's a wonderful way to give back to me and get a bonus from Facebook right now too. But have you ever chosen it? Have you ever consciously chosen celibacy, and what did it teach you? That's what I want to know. I'm going to update the comment of the night, and then I'm going to go through your comments. Have you ever consciously chosen celibacy? There, I'm all over the word crying right now. So I'm just saying, don't do it. Celibacy, and what did it teach you? That's what I want to know. I think it's a really sacred decision. Thank you again, Joan, so much. I think it's a really sacred decision for everybody, and that's what I want to know. Let's have a little conversation. Have you ever consciously chosen celibacy, and what did it teach you? I clicked something, and as I said earlier, Facebook, okay, there we go. Facebook changed its entire format around. All right, let's scroll for some comments here. Michelle Rogers says, when it all goes to hell, I'm heading to the Oracle as well. Yes. As said, I have decided what to name my property. It took me years to figure it out. The Oracles, well, yeah, I will have a place for you. Thank you again for the stars. Tiffany says, I feel you're coming in with new energy. I am. Guess what? This energy is out of fucks. That's something that I have noticed also. This energy is completely out of fucks. Natalie, very bad relationships. Not everyone's energy is for you. I do not want to share my soul with anyone at all. and show myself I do not need, thank you for the stars, I do not need anyone but myself. And that's where my healing started. That's beautiful. Melinda says, yes, you can mess you up. Yes. I'm sorry that happened to you, Melinda. I'm sure that's happened to many of us. Melinda says, you can smoke out for your parts. Yeah. And I love you too. Thank you, Jones, so much. You guys are really honoring me. Help me keep these lights on. You know, like a dim lighting. Now that I'm going to turn in, I'm 52 next month. I got to have a little low lighting. Gotta draw boundaries 100%. I love you too. This is about healing. It is. Conscious celibacy is about healing for yourself. Period. Thank you, Tiffany. Hey, Jimmy. Holding it down for the men here. What do you think about that? I would love to know what you think about that. Natalie says, quiet is so good. Oh my God. It's been, a lot of, thank you again for those stars. Just so honoring me. It's been such a thing. I think I have to have a little bit more light than this. Let's see if it'll let me. It's been such a thing for me. No. Come on, Facebook. Come on, Facebook. It's been such a thing for me, for sure. Let's see if it'll do it. There we go. A little bit of backlighting there. Happy birthday, Melinda. I'm also going to. When's your birthday? Mine's in November. We're coming up to it. Yeah, Jimmy, so what do you think about it as a man, since you're holding it down for the men here, or you're the only man that's willing to speak up in like a area full of estrogen tonight? That's what it's about. Ainsley, celibacy, purification of the soul. Yes, ma'am. Michelle, I can't wait to read it now. No, it's coming though. It's coming. I probably will launch it. I was thinking I will launch it November 11th. I'm really proud of it. Really, really proud of it. I made it very, very affordable because I want the world to have it. Tiffany says she relates. Joan, thank you for the stars. You guys are so cute. Melinda, it's your choice. You're allowed to do what works for you no matter what others think. That's true. Such a thing though, when you try to explain to people that you're celibate, like they don't, I don't think that they get it. I think they think that you're abstinent, which is the absence of options. Celibate is we have options, but we're making a choice. Joan, thank you again for honoring me with those stars. Michelle, I have chosen it, but I don't think it was consciously. I think it was due to trauma. Interesting. Can you go and choose it consciously now? I need one of those like eye thingies that has the little cutout so it has the cold around it, so that if I am having a cry day, like I'm not so puffy. I might put it. I was thinking about making a little birthday wish list. Maybe I'll put a pair of them in there. I really something here. Let's see. Again, Joan, thank you. Michelle, YouTube and their ED ads are killing me every day. Isn't that funny? That they're geared towards that set of gender. Not to distract what we need to start party do. We do. I don't think it's gonna do it, which is real weird. Heather Marie, oh my God, I missed you, and you're glowing. It's so nice to see you, Heather. We're literally talking about conscious celibacy. What do you think about that, Heather Marie? Again, thank you for the stars. Michelle, I did go over 2 years, and I think roughly, and I learned that people only want me for that. So that's what the big cry has been about for me today and last night was I feel like a preponderance of the male species sees me as a object. You guys know what I'm talking about. And that's how they treat me. And somebody treated me like that recently, and I was just out being my normal self, all happy and friendly, and that's what happened, and it made me cry. Let's see, you have a perfect deck for your energy. Although I hadn't heard those cards. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the soul coaching cards, Heather? You want to pull those out? Because we can do some soul coaching cards. I love that. Also, y'all, top secret, but that book that I wrote, also figured out finally how to create tarot decks and oracle decks. And I started creating an oracle deck to go with the book that I'm going to be putting out next month. Again, Joan, thank you. Melinda, when's your birthday? Sagittarius? Gotta be right. I'm so happy to be in Scorpio energy. No offense, Libra. Ainsley, yes, it taught me to no longer settle. Period. That I deserve better and realize that I'm very happy with myself. Oh, nice. And if I welcome somebody into my life again, he will not disturb my peace but add beauty to it. Michelle says, I've actually been doing a lot of meditating, a lot more, and I've been dancing with cutting that out of your life. Do it, Michelle. Do it. The oracle as well. Oh, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. I was just making one that would go with the book, but that is a really great. I better write that down. Thanks, Michelle. That is a really terrific name for a lot of stuff, right? The oracle as well. Y'all know I wrote a book a long time ago, right? And it's called Daily Devotions. I took it offline, and it is oh gosh, 100 or so channeled messages from Spirit. Maybe that's where it needs to go, because I took it off of Amazon. I just didn't like it, and I wanted to update it. There was nothing wrong with it. I have been stuck on cover art for 2 years, and so maybe that's why I'm stuck on it, because it's meant to be a oracle deck rather than a book. You nailed it, gal. You nailed it. Nobody's getting nailed. All right. So, with that, I think we're going to conclude our conversation. Hey, Abby. That does not mean that I'm offline. What it does mean is that I am ready to do some free psychic readings. And so, if you would like to post your questions, that would be awesome. Let's see what we got going on here. By the way, y'all, I have a pop-up in my group, and it's medium readings, $35 for the next 2 days. Come and get yours. Oh, Michelle. Yeah, I've got lots of books. I've written 7, but I've taken them a lot of them offline. I took offline 4 of them, and then I just republished one or published one last week, but again, I haven't launched it yet. Christy, thank you. Christy wrote a book too, and I definitely know how difficult it is. Yes, but so Spirit told me to make it short essays. That's it. And so for me, like, I get overwhelmed at the idea of like long story books and stuff like that. I think I'm much better of a short story writer. And so once Spirit explained to me, aha, I bet you guys can see me a ton better like that. Once Spirit explained to me, for me, writing is a series of short essays, I was like, I can do that. And I did. And that's what I've been doing here. Is I've been practicing my work. I've been working with a writing coach for about 6 months now, practicing my work here, and writing short essays. And eventually, I turned that into a book. So it is a lot, Melinda. I love to write journals, and this one is a workbook, and I love it. It's really great. Thank you. Congratulations again to you, Chrissy. Feel free to share your link here. Michelle is open to anything and could use something profound. Michelle said, when I tuned into you, I saw an image of a billy goat, and I just feel like we want to encourage you. I don't know if I remember if I don't know you're Capricorn, but just encourage you to embody the traits of Capricorn and billy goat, which is stubbornness, persistency, consistency. All of those things, Michelle, are what you need to employ right now. Thank you, Joan. This is what a 2-day cry looks like. I'll be okay. Will be. I definitely going to ice my eyes though after this. I mean, one of those little mask things. Okay. Let's see. Kristen, haven't heard from your friend. Does that mean things are better? Yes and no. So, yes, things are better in that circumstance, your friend's circumstance. because they're making a concerted effort. But this concerted effort is not for long. It's temporary. It's just sort of a mask for now. So yes, but not really. Christy says, "Oh my gosh, mine is full of short chapters too." Yes, minor little stories too. That's all it is. Just short essays, and I definitely am a good short writer. I tried long form writing this last summer, and I started like an autobiography, and it was just I just can't do it. So, thank you, Joan. Krista, what does Spirit need for you to know to prioritize? Krista, you need like a refresh, reset. You really, really, really do. You definitely need to let go of some stuff in the home. If you're not in love with it and it's not useful for you, let it go. Just with abandon, let it go. Okay. Aries. Aries for life. Team Sagittarius here. Ainsley, I'd like a free reading. Oh, yeah. Whatever you're getting for Ainsley. Let's see. What do we have for Ainsley? I'm hearing a song, and I'm hearing like this verse on repeat. It's a Hosier song, and what I'm hearing on repeat is like, "We will meet again," but the song is, I got it. I can look it up real quick. Let's see. It's called "All Things End," Ainsley, and I can hear it clairaudiently by Hosier. So please go out and have a listen to it. In fact, I'll link it for you. All Things End. But again, the part that they're playing for me is "We will meet again." Meet again. What's that? Don't do that. Skip. Ooh, I'm probably going to get pinged from Facebook for that 1 second there of Hosier. But there's something for you in that song, Ainsley. We will meet again. When we meet again? Abby. Okay, is there anything for Abby? Well, Will and I be blessed with another baby? No. Unfortunately, I don't see another baby out there calling you mommy. Is there anything else for Ainsley or Abby? There we go. Thank you. What's that about? I just feel like I want to tell you, like, you're missing an important step in a process that is about rebirth. Okay. Miss Miller, will I get my relocation money? I certainly hope you do. From your current landlord due to housing is moving me out. Ooh, I'm entitled to some more money. I get it. I do see, yes, you'll get it. You'll have to make some complaints, though. Natalie, anything for Natalie? Natalie, time to take the garbage out and leave it at the curb. Don't keep checking on it. Linda, okay, yeah, I'm very willing, Linda, please. If you're wanting to share, I'm willing to answer. Krista, you're welcome. Christy says, mine is memoirs too. It's cathartic. It was. Open for Christy, yeah. Christy, bless your little heart. Just love you so much. So, Christy, I'm getting a vision of a tart, like a pie tart or a dessert, a tart. And I keep seeing like a bite being taken out of this, and Spirit's like emphasizing me like a bite out of this sweet thing. That's what they're wanting me to like gravitate towards. And so let me see if I can't ask them for a little bit more clarity. You know, Christy, I just feel like they want me to tell you life can still be sweet. Can still be. Hey, Des, you missed an entire conversation about conscious celibacy. Hey, Joyce, you missed it too. Let's see. Anything you need to know pertaining to your finances, please, Joyce. And money, thank you. Okay, Joyce. I'm just going to say it, and I'm going to ask that you please interpret this for yourself. But the horse that you're riding on is tired. Not sure what that means, but I'd ask that you sit with that. All right, anything for Des? Gosh, you know, Desiree, every time I see you, you look so much like my sister. Like, it's so stunning to me. My beautiful sister, Desiree. Prosperity is ahead for you. Very specific with that word, prosperity, and something to do with the Chinese New Year. And so I think that's in March. And so prosperity in March. Linda, okay. I want to know if Mark will ever, if Mark will still be attracted to me. That's a very brave question, Linda. Okay. Yes. Good luck. Tell us all the details. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. So are you. Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, geez, Stace with your kidney. Let's all take a second and pray for, I'm thinking Miss Miller. I hope that you have a health recovery. All right, anything for Mandy? Let's see, anything for Mandy? I know, I was thinking about you today, Mandy. Was it today? Was it yesterday? It was like maybe yesterday. Yep, so Mandy, when I tune into you, I get a vision of a nutcracker. Not like the Christmas thing, but the like my parents had one. It's a kitchen tool that you use like to crack walnuts with. That's what they used it for. I'm sure there's tons of stuff you can crack it with, but I bet you could use it to crack a crab shell. I'm allergic to crabs, so I wouldn't know, but I bet you could use it to crack crustaceans. Crustaceans? You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. So when I lean into that one, Mandy, a little bit further, I get that this is necessary. This cracking of the shell is necessary to get the tender thing underneath. Are you not being vulnerable lately, Mandy? Do you not have a safe space to be vulnerable? Okay, darling. Heather Marie. All right, Heather. That's fine. Let me ask what they mean by this. They show me a giant sombrero that it's got, and you know I'm very like attuned to colors, music, and numbers, but it's got a fuchsia band around it, and they're very like look at this kind of thing with the band. And fuchsia for me is like representative of your inner power, and you know the sombrero is covering the crown chakra, and so I think that this is your sign to expand more your crown chakra as it will expand your inner power. Interesting. I hope life can be sweet again, Christy, too, for you. Randy says I felt grandfather, older gentleman. It was not my father. Ugh. Staring at your window. That's interesting. No comment, but comment. I'll comment another time on that. This is true, Mandy. Michelle, a great conversation that has me making conscious decisions. Wonderful. Great. Des, this is the highest compliment you could ever give me. No, it's the highest thing that you can ever give me. I'm telling you. You are, and I've told you since the day I met you. Like, you are so, you look like Micah. You hold yourself like Micah. You just are like my sister. And you're a wonderful reminder for me. Thank you. Joyce, interesting that the horse came up. I'll meditate on that. Interesting, huh, Joyce? Ainsley, I never heard that song. Just finished listening to it. It does resonate, but not in a romantic sense. Yeah, maybe not in a romantic way, but it had a message for you. Thank you for listening to it. Hi, Nia. Hi, Stacy. Anything, so Stacy, in your future, I see you attending a wedding that I'll be attending to. Let's see. Let's see. My beautiful friend Stacy. I missed your birthday. I've just been in this like fog for months. Yep. So Stacey, I'm seeing like this giant cup of coffee, and I'm hearing Spirit say you need to fuel up, fuel up. And so, whatever it is this season that you're going into, my friend, you definitely need to get your go-go juice on. Heather says I like it. Good. Upcoming Chinese year as a horse. Were you born in the year of the horse, Des? And I noticed your plant has a heart leaf. It does. Oh, I just saw that too. Oh, that plant was given to me by one of my besties. She like literally just pulled it out of the ground. I was like, here. I was like, I'll take it. Oh, it's cute. Love you, Des. Natalie, is there anything? Hi, Heidi. Goodness. Heidi Cannon. I was thinking about you the other day too. That's interesting. Really, specifically you, and I don't believe you and I have connected for years and years. Okay. Natalie, is there any other message about taking the garbage out and leaving it there? I think it's a person that you need to let go of and stop checking on. All right, hi. I'm in the process of cleaning out my best friend's estate. There are some missing things that her spouse hid. Will you find them? Some, not all. You need to check for like safe deposit boxes. Cece says, that sounds about right. Get your go-go juice on, girl. You know I do every morning and get my go-go juice. Oh. Yes, Mandy, you were correct about that. And I don't and can't say more about that, but you were correct about that. Spot on. Oh, man. Let's see, what else do you want to know now? Like I said, doing some medium readings for the next couple of days. $35 for 15 minutes on the phone, y'all. That's only being offered in my group, and I think I have 2 sessions left, both on Halloween. So if you are feeling called and you want to talk with a loved one, get some messages, get some encouragement to keep going forward in life, because you know that's what they want, come by and grab one of those 2 medium readings. Again, they're 15 minutes, $35 in the group only. Hey Laz, how are you? How are you? Hello. Laz, you got any questions? Because we were wrapping up, and we were also talking about celibacy. Do you have anything that you would like to add about conscious celibacy? Joan, no, I'll take it, Laz. Joan, I was able to keep that person's energy off of you. Yeah, definitely. You know, it's funny. I saw that earlier. I saw that the word that Spirit wants me to use is repelled. You repelled it, as it should be. No, Mandy, I cannot believe that your baby's going to be too soon, because it feels like it was yesterday that you were on the video. I think you were sitting in a closet to try to get some peace. But no, you had just had that baby. Just had that baby. I can't believe it. You know, I'm so in love with babies, and it's just such a delight for me when you all have a child. I'm older now, and so my friends aren't having children, and I wasn't so in love with them when they were having children. I was like, because I'd gone through a really horrible miscarriage at 27, And I just could not, get on board with the baby thing, but I love it. And like all of your babies are my little babies. I actually have god babies because of my work. I have a beautiful god baby in Canada, and some other babies that I've just been attuned to from day one. Desiree. All right, anything for Laz from Spirit? How do you go grab one? Natalie, or if you're not in my group, oh, why am I posting that business right there? If you're not in my group, join my group. Make sure you're aligned with me. Again, I just cleaned out 6,000 people, and I'm not doing adding people. If you're not aligned with me, this is a group offer, $35. There's the instructions are in the post. In fact, you'll find it when you join. I think I pinned it to the very top. All right, Laz. Laz. This is funny. I don't know how to say this other than for it to just come out of my mouth. So please, no offense intended whatsoever. But do you not like me? Do you not like me? Like, do you have a thing here where you have a barrier to me? It's not me. It's not me personally. I don't think it's me personally. I think personally you probably were cool, but professionally there's a barrier between me and you, and sometimes I can reach it. Tonight though, it looks like a tornado that's in between you and I. Just a heck of a lot of stuff going on, and I'm really curious to know. Curious to know if you don't want me in your energy. And it's okay. Y'all, I'll only get a reading like maybe once a year. I'll get a medium reading for myself, just because I love to connect with my loved ones too. But I don't like people in my energy. Hence, the whole conversation tonight about celibacy. Let's see. Michelle, thank you so much for tonight. Oh, I'm so glad that you came, Michelle. Stay strong. I'm really glad you're here. You're called Kadan. I was able to catch the end of your live. You were. Mandy, am I a mirror for my coworkers? Yes. And that's a very sacred job, being a mirror. All right, Kadan. Anything for Spirit? From Spirit for Kate. Kate, so it's really interesting. Like you paused and you came back into the circle, and your energy is so different right now. I don't know if you're feeling better or you've made some changes, but your energy is just so much lighter. And I'm not saying I love you to pieces, girl, so it's not a dig, but your energy is so much lighter, and so whatever you're doing, continue that. It's making an impact, and I can feel it. You're welcome, Jen. Yes, I am, Desiree. Kristen, I said yes and no. Yes, because that person's trying, but it's just sort of a mask. Heidi, you're welcome. I'm sorry about your best friend. Gosh dang. Natalie, okay, so Natalie's snagged one of the 2 medium readings left. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? Yeah, I think you're awesome too. The whole ear thing was right on the money. Really? Interesting. There's like a thing between us right now, Laz. When I look at you, it is like a tornado. I mean it. And it is literally in between me and you. So sit with it, please. Let's see. Mallory, last time you saw a movie theater and a movie theater attend, do I still see that? You know what? I'm completely lost. So I'm in channel Mallory, and it just comes in and goes out. I don't remember it more than half the time. Y'all tell Mallory how I don't know. So you gotta give me a little bit more than that, or start with a fresh question, please. Katie Ann, yes, it was heavy for a while. Oh my gosh, thank you. I can feel you. I can feel that you've lifted, and I love it. Chrissy, anything for Chrissy, please? Lots of fish around you, Chrissy. I'm not getting like this is Pisces. I'd said to someone earlier there was prosperity in their future, and this is what I get around you is like good fortune. Good fortune is coming. Last said I just went to the doctor and got my ear cleaned out because I was having a hard time hearing. Holy crap! And that's what you said. this paid reading. Holy shit! Sometimes I'm on the money. Yes, I don't know what that is, Laz, between you and I tonight. That's like I said, it's like a tornado, and it's just this energy like cyclone that I can see you. I just can't get through it. And it's not in any way like that's not a cop out. I would read you for filth if I could. Desiree knows that. Um, oh, okay, Natalie. Let me let you do that. Let's see. Oh, let's see if I can find you. And then Natalie, in you go. There you are. Thank you, Natalie. Good to have you. Thank you for joining my soul fam. Got it. All right, fam. Well, whoa. Who did that? Okay. Okay. Well, I think at this point I'm probably gonna wrap on this. Let me just make sure. I was streaming to a couple of different places. So I can confirm there is one medium reading left. And may the odds be in your favor. So, all right, Mallory, anything from Spirit for Mallory? And I think this will be my last one. Mallory, do you have a cat? Like a special kitty? Do you have a bond with a cat? Or did you? I'm just getting like a cat that's out of this worldly or otherworldly. Yeah, like a really special bond. Chrissy says, thank you. I needed that. I've been struggling and want to let things go. You're welcome. I love you. Sue Walker, night night, Joan. Sue Walker, love you. Sue, I'm hoping that you could be willing to take me on a date in November. You know what I'm talking about, our standing date. It's my birthday, and I think I might want to go to our place that we meet at 11:30 on Sundays. Towards my birthday, maybe the 16th. If you're available, I'd really, really, really be thankful for that. Love you, Stacy. See you soon. Just hanging out for Mallory just to see if she has a special kitty in her life. That's what I'm picking up. But let's see, Mallory. All right, y'all. I am going to go ahead and log off. Really, really thank you to everyone who came tonight. This was such a different conversation than what we normally have. You know, we normally have a lot of really great conscious expanding conversations, but tonight was different. And it was like a deeper cut. And so I'm very thankful for everybody who came tonight, for everyone who shared, and was here with your presence. I just really, really love you all. And the next time I see you, it will be my birthday month. Don't forget it. Mwah. Lots of love.